And we are off and running. Week one in the books. An exciting week. I'm here to bring you the power rankings after week one. So let's just dive right into it. Coming in at number 15, this team, I'm not going to call them my dumpster fire because they didn't score the least amount of points, but they certainly didn't scare anybody, and that's Chris. He's coming in at 15. Last week he was at 7. I ranked him way too high, thinking that he could return to average after being the worst player last year, but that's why I'm putting him back at 15. He risked it all for McCole Hardman and the Chiefs D, but that got you a combined 6.5 points. And he's got a free agent sitting on his bench who is not on a football team. So no depth there. That's why Chris is at 15. Number 14, staying put, is Adam. Adam, I'm putting there for starting an active player. I think it was Kenny Galladay didn't even play, and Adam had him in his lineup along with two tight ends. And he had three players combined for 2 points on his roster this week. He sneaked out with a dub, but he got lucky. Didn't see anything to move him up from 14. At number 13, this team is my dumpster fire this week. This is Mike D for getting smoked by the dummy team. His three running backs combined for 22 points. So, Mike, I think this is the point in the season. It's early, but why don't you just go ahead and let Rachel take over, and maybe you'll start winning some games. 88 points, not a great look for Mike there. Um, Number 12 in the power rankings, I've got Leon. Last week he was at 6. I'm calling this the curse of the commish, ranking him too high. I guess this happened to Mike D too. Mike D was 4 last week. Again, ranked him way too high. Leon too high at 6. He lost to a team at 14 who started an inactive wide receiver. That's just a tough look, Leon. I'm sorry, bud. At number 11, Beck, staying put at number 11. He barely cracked 100 points, and his kicker got cut by the Browns right after the game. So remember, Matt, go to that free agent pool and find a kicker. I heard they signed Cody Parkey, so maybe just pick him up. At number 9, we've got David, the three-time champ. Last week he was at 5. He only had 2 players crack 10 points with nothing really looking good on his bench either. So the guy who hates his draft every year might actually finally have reason to hate his draft. At 8, Alex up a spot from 9 last week. Without a career day for Hopkins, Alex's team probably would have gotten rolled. You drafted Browns quarterback Baker, and just a quarterback should just be easy points every week. I think Baker's going to struggle to routinely get 15 points. That's why I have you ranked low. I don't think you're going to get points out of the quarterback position. At 7, Danny up a spot from 8 last week. Your kicker outscored both your running backs. The Le'Veon Bell revenge tour is probably already over. So maybe start getting on that waiver wire looking for running backs. At 6, we've got Andy up from 13 last week. He lost to me, the commish. It's a big jump, but I wouldn't expect 20 points out of David Johnson every week. I think that was a little bit of an abnormal game for him that we'll see from him this year. So not too high on the team still, but a big jump up to 6. At 5, feeling lucky, Aaron, a big jump up from 12. Of course, this guy gets unlucky. He's the king of getting unlucky. He has a very consistent team, though. All but one player scored over 10 points. I think we're going to like that consistency going forward for him to put up points every single week. At number 4, I've got Benny. Last week he was at 2. He falls. He lost, but he still put up points, and that was with Brandon Cooks, who was more injured than we thought and didn't get much playing time. Plus, he's got a lot of points on his bench, too. His bench looks good and deep. So got options there to improve. At number 3, that would be me, your commissioner. Big points from the commish this week. I'm very, very, very proud of myself for how many points I put up. I don't even remember how many I did. Let's see. Because I just need to know because it was so damn impressive. 163 points. I did this last year. Same thing. Sammy Watkins had a big week one, and then so did I. So very excited for that. Um, Man, I missed the number. Oh, I missed the number 10. Oh, shoot. All right, I'm going to make an adjustment. So basically, David is 10, Alex is 9, Danny is 8, Andy is 7, Aaron is 6, Benny is 4, Benny is 5, Trent is 4. Sorry, that's T Bone in there. T Bone's in there at number 4. New player. Sorry you got off the power ranking list. But he put up 134 points. I liked Trent last week. That's why I had him at number 3. Had a good output. He picked up the Jacksonville running back as well, so he added some depth. I like where Trent's team is at. I'm at number 3, scoring all those points with Sammy Watkins. At number 2, we've got our pirate here at number 2. That's Tone. At number 2, I'm giving him the pirate for drafting the sneaky good move, the steal of the week. He drafted Dallas Goddard in the 13th round. He's the highest scoring tight end in week one. And if you ask Adam, tight ends win championships. The Big Ben revenge tour is on. He's got J.K. Dobbins on his bench waiting. And Michael Thomas only scored 4 points. If he gets healthy, this team is really humming and looking good. And then at number 1, no surprise here, we've got our king, the crown. It goes to Jack, over 180 points, 181 points, and he still left 25 points on the bench. It's a deep bench, and not a lot of really fluky things. The guys who you'd expect to put up a lot of points, they did. So, um, you know, his team looks solid. If if we really believe that this is the Josh Allen we're going to see all year, and the Josh Jacobs we're going to see all year, then Jack's got a real good 1-2 punch there. So there's the rankings. Again, Chris, Adam, Mike, Leon, Beck, David, Alex, Danny, Andy, Aaron, Trent, no, Benny, Trent, Kevin, Tony, Jack. So there it is. Week 2, get ready. The waiver wire is open. See you guys.